What the is going on?
Breaking news out of Richmond tonight, a report of what appears to be a stolen armored personnel carrier.
And then took it for a joyride. It's been 9 months since one of the wildest police chases Central Virginia has ever seen.
They knew that this vehicle did not belong on this street.
Sources are telling me that the Virginia Army National Guard lieutenant,
Something that looked like a tank rolling down Interstate 95 with squad cars hot on its heels. The unusual pursuit came to an end in the middle of Broad Street, not far from Richmond City Hall. The man who climbed out of the cockpit, First Lieutenant Joshua Yabbitt, a soldier with the Virginia National Guard.
A story that happened last June that got all kinds of national and international publicity.
He would later be charged in both the city of Richmond and Nottoway County, home of Fort Pickett, which is where investigators say he stole the vehicle from. Yabbitt would spend more than 2 months in Central State Hospital where doctors evaluated his mental condition. In September, he was ruled fit to stand trial, fitted with an ankle monitoring device, and released on bond. But just a few months later, Yabbitt was locked up again. Investigators say it was all because he took another trip that he wasn't supposed to.
One would think it could not get any stranger, and then we find out of his latest travels.
Court records obtained by CBS 6 show that Yabbitt was able to fly from Norfolk to Iraq in January, a violation of conditions of his bond. On or about January 22nd, investigators say he used his military ID to board a plane at Naval Station Norfolk and fly to a naval base in Jacksonville, Florida. Court documents show that Yabbitt later took a commercial flight to Charlotte before flying to Toronto and then to Iceland. From there, Yabbitt flew to Berlin and then to Istanbul before ultimately ending up in Iraq on January 26th. Investigators say he flew back to Norfolk 2 days later. He was arrested on February 1st.
It's both amazing and concerning.
Billy Colburn is the mayor of Blackstone and the editor of the Courier Record newspaper. He found out and reported on Yabbitt's trip to Iraq last month.
Not only did he fly all over the place, he took a military flight. You would think in the military alone he'd have been flagged. But then all these other flights, to me in America, if you're awaiting trial, you should be on a no-fly list.
Retired Air Force Judge Matt Bristol has similar concerns.
I'm surprised that he was able to board a military aircraft at Norfolk Naval Air Station, notwithstanding that he was wearing an ankle bracelet.
Crime Insider sources tell CBS 6 that the ankle monitor was attached when he boarded a military flight to Jacksonville, but at some point during the trip after Canada, it was taken off.
Kind of a shot at the military in a sense, and then the feds are very interested in following up and making sure that for national security reasons that there's nothing bigger going on.
Yabbitt's flight to Iraq isn't the only thing that worries prosecutors.
There's talk about bomb-making materials.
In a motion to revoke his bond and put him back behind bars, the Nottoway County Commonwealth's attorney stated that Yabbitt's recent online activity had revealed research into bomb making. And one court document states that Yabbitt's Twitter page features postings and information related to open-source jihad and al-Qaeda, specifically magazine articles that discuss how to make pressure cooker bombs and how to construct train derailment devices. Is this guy a national security threat?
Yes, I don't think there's any question about that. He presents some level of threat.
We reached out to the Virginia National Guard to see if Joshua Yabbitt's military ID should have been suspended or taken away after he was charged last year. Public Affairs Officer Cotton Perrier tells us that Yabbitt maintained his military identification card in order to access his benefits to include potential medical care. But his chain of command has since retrieved Yabbitt's military ID card based on his recently being charged with violating the conditions of his bond. We also contacted the United States Air Mobility Command and asked how Yabbitt was able to board a military plane while wearing an ankle monitor. Captain Kenneth Hicks says they don't discuss or disclose security procedures for the protection of their missions and the safety of all passengers. Yabbitt is currently being held at the Richmond City Jail. He is set to go on trial for unauthorized use of a military vehicle in Nottoway County in May. Working for you tonight, John Burkett, CBS 6 News.